because it was, I mean, there's so much stuff we had to kind of leave out just because the movie would have been like 5 hours long. So,
yeah, I would say the hardest part was just getting him to drop the card. And I liked when you always called me the Nazi therapist. But yeah, you just, every day we try new tricks. And some days you got good stuff, and some days you wanted me to leave.
Ozzy, how conscious were you of maybe their tricks to try to get you to, drop your guard and just kind of open up? Were you conscious of them trying to do that, or?
Well, it's very difficult when you're going to try and talk about you, you know. You don't want to come out like a dickhead. You don't want to come out like a big head, or you don't want to come out like an idiot. So sometimes it works, and sometimes I get kind of confused with the answer, because my head don't work like normal people, you know. I'm crazy, you know. I'm crazy.
Another question. Raise your hand right there, sir.
Hey, my name's Mike. I just want to say the film was excellent. I just had a question for Jack, the producers, and Ozzy. How come there wasn't anything about Ozzfest and the reunion of Black Sabbath in the film?
Because, I mean, it's a really good question. We tried, and, we couldn't fit everything, and people kind of knew what Dad had been up to for the last 10 years. Ozzfest is still going, and, and the Black Sabbath reunion is, was not that long ago.
Yeah.
So, we tried to focus on things that people didn't really know much about, or, had kind of slipped people's memory.
It was a huge event,
We really tried hard to make that movie about more than just his fantastic career, and make it more about him as a person, Ozzy as a person, and that's why some of that other stuff isn't in there about Ozzfest and some of the other later albums and stuff.
Next question. You got me, John? Okay, there you go.
How you doing, guys? Great movie, by the way. Awesome, totally awesome. I've been a fan for a very long time. I just want to ask you guys, how did you go about getting Ozzy to open up and releasing those feelings? Being, I am, and I will admit, a fellow alcoholic. I have 2.5 years sobriety, and it's very hard for me. It's very hard for me to open up still today, with 2.5 years, with my feelings. How did you get your dad, Jack, to do that openly and honestly, vigorously, honestly?
I didn't do most of the interviews, with my dad during it, because I kind of wanted to, I thought it was too personal at that point, that was mainly, that was kind of, Mike was the one who was on the road with him for a long, long time, Mike the furthest to the left.
Hi.
Hey, Mike. So, Mike,
I think, again, it was just day after day, we would talk until the cameras didn't feel like they were there anymore. A lot of the times it was just me and Ozzy, or me and a camera guy. And we'd be talking about other things, and then you would just start.
It's kind of when you feel like talking, when you don't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go, yeah, right, we last night we're doing, something triggers off a certain thing, and then I would go, talk more about that, and so before I knew where I was talking about something that I'd long forgotten. Because so many things happened to me over the years. As Jack said, it would be like the episode of '93, I mean, not only that, back when I started, there wasn't that many cameras about, movie cameras. Like, Super 8 was the only thing. Everybody's got like a video machine now. But back then, it was like, you just get what you could. We didn't do, there wasn't MTV in the 70s, we just used to play.
Thanks.